Maybe you bit off more than you can chew. Maybe you thought it all sounded like a great idea and you were trying to get it all done. But then life happens and whatever comes up, and maybe you're not feeling well. Maybe it's too overwhelming. Maybe life just threw you some curveballs today. And I think our response to the chaos is most oftentimes more important than even the solution to the chaos. And so what do I mean by that? How do we tackle that in like a realistic, like wife, mom, real life things going on? How do we work through that in a way that still glorifies God? Well, I think there's a really raw and honest conversation to have about this here. Hey friends, I'm Heidi with Heavenly Minded Home, and welcome to today's video, because yes, we have a video that comes out each and every single day this year. And you know what? I like the raw, I like the real, I like the honest here with y'all. And I know it may not be the prettiest, most algorithm happy thing in the whole wide world, but that's not really what we're here for. We're here for you. And so I'm gonna share it all with you guys regardless. Actually, I'm gonna go fix this real quick because I just nicked my nail and it is catching on my sweater every time I move. So hold on one second. So Rocket Fuel is doing amazing things for my nails, but almost too amazing because I did totally just nick a little thing and they are so strong and amazing now, it's grabbing my sweater. That is a side note and totally not important. This is what happened today. Okay, I'm just gonna share with y'all. We're friends here, we're hanging out, we're chatting, like we're here as sisters in Christ to be there for one another. We've been in a busy season, which is great. Like being busy, like having things to do. And I had a lot of things to tackle on my list yesterday, a lot of things to tackle on my list today, just life things, normal things, right? Nothing crazy, but just stuff. And then you add on to it, we're in ministry full time, we've got this, we've got the church, we've got our co-op, we've got the classes starting back up. The kids have some really fun things they're doing this month. Again, if you guys are interested, everything's linked down below. You can totally come join us. And I got done today and it's that time of the month. I'm not feeling great. I just was going this morning and I was trying to like power through it because I have some things I'm really excited to do. And so I was like, no, just keep going. And then I hit this point, I text my BFF and I was like, you know what? I don't have a video for tomorrow. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm lost. I don't feel well. I've created projects all over our house. Everything is a mess. I can't even move. And I just want to take a nap. So you know what I did? I took a nap. I did. And then when I woke up from my nap, because my kids had to do Minecraft Club, they had a class in our living room and I was asleep on the couch. So I like at least woke up to like not be the background. So for any of you that are in our kids co-op class, maybe you saw me sleeping in the background. I got up and I was sitting there kind of thinking about it. My husband came in to check on me. He was out working on the property and he just asked how I was doing and said, you know, I'm feeling a little bit better after resting a little bit. And then I said, I know what today's video is about. It's about taking time for rest. Regardless of what's going on, a lot of times what we need is a little more rest. And I am huge into a great night's sleep and sleeping well. Sleep is so important. I get great sleep like every night because it's really, really important to me. I have not even looked at myself in the mirror since getting on here. Sorry, I just noticed on the side that you can tell I've just been sleeping. Rest is important. And sometimes even with great sleep and maybe it's not even that your schedule's too busy or you have too much going on or whatever the case may be. Sometimes we have to hit that pause button and go rest. And I think that especially in our culture, there's like some sort of shame to that. And so that's why I'm sharing this here with you guys today. I'm literally sharing you like what my house looks like right now. And I'm going to tell you why. I showed up, I didn't, like I said, I didn't even look in the mirror. I just kind of popped on here and was like, oh wow, like it's okay. It's all good, right? Because here's the point. Rest is really useful. And in those times when we feel it and we're craving it, it's okay to say, you know what? I'm gonna hit pause today and I'm gonna rest. And whatever doesn't get done, doesn't get done. And that's okay. Sometimes it's you who's just worn out and just needs a nap or needs to just relax. I'm a busy person, y'all. I like having things to do. I'm an active person, not a busy person, I guess, but an active person. I like doing things. I like being outside. I like doing projects. I like, getting involved in things. But I also really like to rest. And I think it's when you feel those little things and you just go, you know what? Like today I said, you know what? I need to rest. Today's not the day. I know I've torn our house apart and started like a bunch of Heidi projects. Today's not the day and I need to go rest. Sometimes it's our kids. Sometimes I run into this where I've got a kid that just needs me. They just need snuggles. Maybe they wake up not feeling good. Maybe you've got a little one. Maybe you've got a new baby. I remember those days when literally the greatest accomplishment that we would tackle was just snuggling, napping when the baby's napped, and being there and just soaking all of that up. And I don't see many videos around the land where people come on with messy hair, torn up house, right? Chaos abounding, and say, you know what? Sometimes you need rest and that's okay. Because it is. So how did I get to today and how am I working through it? That's what I'm going to share. And I'm just going to share what I'm doing. And not that you have to do what I'm doing, but maybe it takes someone saying, hey, this is what I do when I'm overwhelmed, when I'm just tired, when there's too much, when mental overload or whatever it may be, if you're ADHD like I am, or whatever it is that you have going on, sickness, struggle, new baby, just kiddos are crazy, whatever you're facing, sometimes it takes someone else to be like, you know what, hey, right there with you, sister. It's okay. And if that's what it takes, then that's what we're going to do here today. All right, friends, hear my story here. It all starts with a dresser, okay? Because I love talking about the lovely. I'm all about it. We're getting ready to do a class here this month, really digging into how to cultivate a lovely home inside and out, because the inside is so much more important than the outside. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you can click right up here to learn more. I'm all about seeking the lovely and finding the lovely in life, and lovely is in the eye, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Loveliness is in the eye of the beholder, and life is as lovely as you choose to see it. Okay. That's important to know. On August 5th this year, yes, I know the date, my husband and I walked into a thrift store. I believe it was date day. We're running errands, pop into a thrift store. There's a couple things we've kind of had on our list of like things we need around the home. And so we will pop into thrift stores periodically just to see if, it's like a treasure hunt, to see if they have the thing we're looking for. And if not, we move on. We have been in desperate need of 2 dressers. My husband and I need a dresser because ours has been falling apart, honestly, since we put it in here, and we've been making do for the past few years, but you can only patch a broken thing so many times before you just want to lose your marbles because it's broken, okay? The second one who really needs a dresser, though, is our girls. We're having to fix some stuff in our girls' room and give them a better situation. That's a whole different story, but we really need to find them a dresser. The third point to that is we are in a very tight budget. We are a family ministry. We're a ministry full-time. I've shared about our income. If you guys are curious, you can go see. We work and trust the Lord to provide, and he does through, we make some money off of AdSense here. People in the church will donate money and tithe to my husband and his associate pastor. People make donations to the ministry. We sell, different little goodies and classes and courses and different things, right? We do different things to put the work out there. We know that the Lord will bless and provide, but it means we have to be extremely frugal and extremely careful with where we choose to spend. So saying that we needed 2 pieces of furniture. It's going to be a process, okay? Because I can't just go buy furniture, which that's okay. We love thrifting, but it means it's a process. This is important, I promise. Walk into the thrift store on August 5th, and I see this late 50s, early 60s dresser that like steals my heart. It's perfect. I love it. Imperfections and all. We go look at the tag. It's $200. No way. Totally out of our budget. Like, not even close. No way we can spend $200 on a piece of furniture. I have been looking at this because it's still been in the thrift store. We go regularly, and I pop in and they've discounted it down. Now it's $150. They discounted it down. Now it's $100, right? They keep kind of discounting it down, but I'm like, I can't spend that much. But I keep thinking about it and just how it's the piece we need. It's the tool, the resource, right? To do what we're trying to accomplish here. And not in a way of like obsession and idolatry, but I'm just like, man, that dresser would be perfect. It would fit perfect. It would hold everything we need. Like, it's solid wood. It's beautiful. Like, that would be so lovely, but it's too much money. So we keep looking, keep doing research, whatever. Friends are here last week. We pop into the thrift store, of course, because that's our favorite thing to go do. They have it marked down to like $84. So I message my husband. I go, honey, even looking on Facebook Marketplace, looking in other thrift stores, we need at least 9 drawers. You know, we need like a big piece to hold everything, trying to find something. I'm like amazed at how much some of these people are asking for stuff. And I found some stuff for cheaper, but it's not real wood. It's not great quality. It's not really what we need. I ideally would love to find something around that like $50 to $75 would be my like ideal. That would be perfectly within our budget. Okay. So I see this there for like $85. And so I text him and I'm like, honey, it's that same dresser. It's this dresser that I've been obsessing over for like 2 months now, almost to the date. So I go up to the counter and I ask the lady, I go, hey, is this the lowest this thing's gonna get marked down? And she goes, you know what? I'll knock it down a little more for you. She sells me this dresser that was originally listed for $200 for $63. Remember, ideally, I would like to find something for like $50 to $75. Perfect sweet spot there. Yes, sold. I tell my husband it was even cheaper than the $84, $85 I thought it was gonna be, and we get it. So my brother's off work today. He comes and gets the truck, takes me to get the dresser. So I'm like, okay, we've got a busy day today. The kids are starting they've got all their co-op clubs. We've got a Bible class that we're doing. You guys, this Bible class is phenomenal. It's for the kids, but the whole family can join. Super excited. Again, links down below. I've got just counsel with people in our church family and lots of things on my plate, but I'm like, okay, we're gonna go get this dresser this morning. We get all the animals taken care of here on the homestead, go with my brother, we get the dresser. I'm so super excited. We get it home and I'm like, I am just gonna be on it today. I'm gonna get all this clean. We're emptying out the girls' room. We gotta sort through all of their stuff. I have to do the measurements of their room for the flooring fix that they need, and I'm gonna check off all of the things, right? We're gonna get this done. And it was like, as the day kept going on, I got little bit by little bit done. We got the dresser in here. I got my stuff moved over to it. The old dresser is still in here. All of this junk is piled up over here. The girls took all of the stuff out of their room and literally just dumped it into our like kitchen, dining room, living room space. And all of a sudden, I just felt done. I just didn't feel good. Not like I'm sick, but just like I'm drained. Like I'm done. And the kids have their things that they're doing, and there's so much that needs to be done. And it's stuff that I'm excited to do to top it all off. But I just felt exhausted. And like, I think what I need right now is some rest. And that's the point that I wanted to get to. You see that, like, I was doing something that was my lovely. I was so excited to finally have this dresser, to get our room, swapped out and get it all put together. I love trying to keep our room really nice and tidy. So my husband and I have this like sanctuary space back here that is restful and inviting. I like keeping our home back to ready so that way we can easily just enjoy and go about our day and not have, a bunch overwhelming us. I like to keep things simple and minimal and all of those wonderful, wonderful things in principle. But I got everything pulled out, everything torn up, everything kind of mismatched all over the place. And I was just done. And so I stood at that crossroads knowing that I could either try to power through and plow through it, but then I really thought, that's going to leave me probably a little frustrated because I'm not feeling good, and then I'm going to be cranky, and then I'm going to be short, and that's not what my husband and my children deserve. They don't deserve me being short with them for no reason other than my body was telling me it needed rest and I chose to ignore it. Or I could just go ahead and lay down and rest and say, guys, I'm so sorry I do not have our house back to ready, but it's not going to happen today. And tell my husband, honey, I am so sorry that I just essentially was like a tornado going through our house. It's not even the 5-year-old we have to worry about, it's me. I went through the house like a tornado, tore everything apart, and then like just stopped. I could go seek grace from my husband and from my children, and I could respond to what I know my body's telling me. It needs that rest today. I don't know why. I don't know why I decided, I thought I was okay and could push through, and then all of a sudden I just got all wiped and couldn't do it. I didn't even do anything strenuous, you guys. The kids put everything out in the room. I just wiped down a dresser. I didn't even do anything exciting. I didn't even help load it or move it. It was all the guys who did all of that. So, I have no reason for it, but I just felt like I needed the rest. And I think so often we feel that, or we ignore it for so long we don't even notice it anymore, but our bodies are telling us that we need rest. And I know you guys, I hear you all on YouTube, you see all the stuff that I put out each day, and people have lovingly said, oh, I'm concerned, I don't want you to be too worn out. Guys, I am all for calling it quits and resting when I feel it. But I don't think many people talk about it. And so that's what I want to come on here to do. Prioritize your rest. Get good sleep. If you guys want to know more or things that I do, leave me a comment, let me know, because I think it is important. When you feel like you need to rest, rest. Now balance that. Are you just being lazy and unorganized? You're not actually doing anything. You're literally just laying around all day like a bum, right? Sometimes we need a kick in the rear, and let's be honest. We've all been there, because sometimes you're resting a little too much, okay? Maybe you're procrastinating. Maybe you're just not dealing with something. Maybe it's a hard issue you're not digging into. But sometimes there's a genuine need for rest. Go take a nap. Don't worry about it today. Snuggle that kiddo. Lay outside in the sunshine and take a nap. It's one of my favorite things to do. We have this old swing outside. The thing's super ugly, but we still have it because it's my favorite spot to go lay out with the breeze blowing and some warm air through the leaves, and to just take a nap on the swing. But make sure, even if it's not popular, even if there's not many other messy-haired, dirty house people standing here encouraging you, to rest when you need it. To notice those days and those times where you're just stretched too thin. And maybe you need to say no to something and yes to resting. Maybe it's not a nap, but it's just simply being still. Being present with your kids, with your husband, with whomever it is that the Lord's put before you. Don't be afraid to rest. Rest is best. I absolutely believe that. And I know I'm feeling a lot better since resting. And I also know that it wasn't quite enough. So yes, I'm sitting here with y'all, catching up. I was drinking some water because we always want to have lots of water, and just kind of sitting here. But I'm not going to finish any of this today. Maybe tomorrow will be better, but it's not today. I think what I'm going to do is go right back out there. I'm going to walk like this so I don't see the pile of stuff that the girls all brought out for me. I'm going to curl up on the couch with my kiddos, with my husband, and I'm going to rest, because I can feel it. That's what my body needs today for whatever reason. Slept great last night. I'm sure I'll sleep great tonight. We've had things going on, but I mean, nothing strenuous. But my body still said it needed rest. And I think that is just so incredibly important to stand up and say, hey, you, friend, who's feeling stretched thin, who's feeling like it's too much and you could use a nap and everything's going on and you can't fix it all in one day and you don't even know which end is up or what you need to do. And sometimes you just need a little rest. You just need to reset. And that's okay. Because there's a time for a kick in the pants to say, hey, come on, put on your big girl pants. Let's get to it. And y'all know I'm here for that. We can do that all day. But sometimes we need that friend there to say, hey, you too? Yeah, me. How about we put on our like pajama sweater? I've got like a cute dress on, but then I was like, yeah, no, I'm putting on like my cozy sweater. I'm gonna go curl up, maybe make a cup of tea and just rest, because that's what my body needs today. So if that's some encouragement you need, I'm here for you, friend. I love you all. I hope that this can be something to encourage and equip you here today. If you want to sit down and snuggle up with a little something else to watch, I'll leave you something that I think you guys will enjoy. Otherwise, I will see you all right back here tomorrow. Maybe a little more put together, maybe a little more productive, or maybe a little more like this. I don't know. We'll see what the Lord leads to. Bye, friends.